of a tough cycle approaches. So whatever this problem or issue that has been for you currently, I feel like I said, you may have been dealing with this for a long period of time. Okay, you may have been struggling with this whole thing for a minute. You know what I mean? This I don't know why I'm getting 4 to 6 months. I don't know what that means to whoever for whatever reason, but I'm getting 4 to 6 months. It could have been 4 to 6 years. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing 4-6. Okay, so for those of you that resonate with that, but the end of a tough cycle is going to bring a transition, an evolved state from that, okay, in some way, shape, or form. All right, so be mindful of that. Just continue to do what is best and what best serves, okay, through divine's love and guidance and grace. Somewhere to be. Okay. God, divine source creator, all of my divine ancestral guides, angels, guides, guardians, protectors, divine ascendant masters and teachers, every beautiful divine being, divine love, divine light, divine power that is connected to me and through me, including your highest self, including my highest self. I ask that you bring forth a clarifying energy message through these oracles, through your divine love and guidance and grace, strength, support, and protection for for the fire energy collective. Whatever it is the fire energy collective needs to know, understand, and connect with your divine love and guidance and grace. Please help us understand. Please help us resonate and help me to portray the messages as clear and as best as I can. Thank you. Hello, fire signs, and thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in today, tonight, and whichever time you're deciding to watch this reading right now. I appreciate you. For those of you that are new, I'm Levitating Lotus Healing. For those of you that are returning, welcome back and thank you. Okay, this is going to be a general reading for the Fire Energy Collective. What is this? This is 2. So if this comes back out, we know something. Okay, nothing is just set in stone, and a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay. So I hope that whatever comes through for you, hope that it resonates for you, brings you some clarity, some calm. But if not, it's all good. This simply means that it's not your energy or message. Okay, so general reading for the Fire Energy Collective overall. That includes Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, or in whichever combination you prefer. Okay, but what comes out first is meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Okay, new moon energy. As we are currently in this full moon energy right now, it's September 25th or so, they like to say. Okay, all right, there's no expiration date on anything that I channel. Okay, when you catch the message, you catch the message. So you know what I mean, just take it as that. Okay, and if it resonates, it resonates. All right, what falls in the second place is a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So there's something that has been on your mind or on your heart for some time, okay? Because these represent the polar opposites of a situation or of a what's another word for situation? A situation, some type of experience, some type of complication, some type of problem that you're trying to solve, some type of issue, okay? It could be all of those, okay? It could be all above, but there's something that's been on your mind for a minute, or something that's been on your heart for a minute, and what falls in the second place is clarity. A personal issue reaches resolution. In this state here, you're sort of meditative, you're in a meditative contemplative state, or this is the energy, and what's followed by that is a personal issue reaches resolution. So this could be an issue that you're having internally. This could be an issue that is reflected in your external life, okay, in your relationships in some way, shape, or form. But it is something that you're being encouraged right here to truly take the time to meditate on, to contemplate, to really give yourself time to stretch it out in your mind. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you have like clay. Allow your fingers, figuratively speaking, to stretch this issue and to allow it to stretch as far as it can, or you know, just move it around and maneuver around with it, and if that makes sense, you know what I mean. Don't just let the dough sit there. Stretch it out and see what it can be, you know, how it can form, how it can be shaped, what can happen to it. Or That could be one option for you, or for some of you, the other option could be just simply waiting, okay? Waiting for the answers, continuing to maintain a grounded, centered balance of self, and then you're going to come into the clarity or the answers, or you're going to be led to the right things to help you solve this problem or this issue, okay? But I feel like it's either or. It's a problem or issue that you're currently dealing with. Okay, like I said, it could be internally or externally, and you are then guided to either truly stretch it out in your mind and just allow yourself to see all the different perspectives you can take with this issue, or you should just truly meditate, ground yourself, center, balance, and maintain, and then God, divine's guidance, is going to bring that clarity to you. Okay, so that's how that reading is reading right now. So let me go ahead and move towards the next oracle. Divine, I ask that you bring forth the next oracle. Thank you. And the third place is a time to give rather than take. This is more perspective energy. This is more perspective type of, this is more perspective. Okay, that's the best way I can say it right now. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. Again, this reflects this energy, and not just because it's a new moon energy, which doubles twice. So some of you may want to pay attention to your surroundings, your energy, your experiences, things. Just observe yourself and observe your life around that time if the new moon energy continues during this reading. But a time to give rather than take is new moon in Virgo. I read that for the third and fourth time. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, again, it's talking about perspective. What to give your time to, what not to give your time to, what to take away, what to give more to. It's all about balance. And it's all about sort of making sure that you're doing all that you can to maintain that balance in self and in your external reality. Okay, it's like you're gonna know, or you're learning to know. You're gonna know, or you're learning the way to know, if that makes sense. That's coming with this personal issue reaches resolution. From this resolution, you're gonna find perspective on what to give your energy, time, and effort to, and what to not give it to. Or, you know, just maintaining a balance between work and play, figuratively speaking. Using that as an example, you play too much, you don't get your work done. You work too hard, you don't really know how to have fun. You know what I mean? So finding a balance between work and play, figuratively speaking, and you could apply that to whatever type of issue currently that you're stretching in your mind, or you're really waiting for the clarity to come through about this problem or issue. Okay, time to give rather than take. I don't know why I want to check and see if my camera's recording. Okay, it is. I just kind of always got to check every now and then, because I don't know. All right, so Divine, I ask for the next oracle to come through. There's multiple jumps, so I'm going to keep going. Thank you. I seen this, and this says, the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Let me see if that's in frame, y'all. Yeah, it is. Let me move it in some more. All right, so the fourth one is the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So again, full moon doubles here and new moon doubles here. So please pay attention to the patterns. I'm seeing 11-11. I'm seeing 2-22. I'm seeing 11-11 and 2-2, or 2-2-2. I'm seeing double 22s. I'm seeing 2-2-2. I'm seeing 11-11. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So for any of you that have been seeing 11-11, 2022, 22-22, okay? For those of you that are seeing these following numbers, let me say it again so I can be clear about what I'm seeing just now. I just want to mention this to whoever for whatever reason, okay? For those of you that have been seeing the numbers 11-11 or 1-1-1, for those of you that have been seeing the numbers 2-2-2 or 22-22, be observant of that, okay? Look those numbers up. See what those angel codes, those sacred codes mean, okay? Those light codes mean, those number codes mean. Look those things up, okay? If you see it on a license plate, if you see it all of a sudden on your receipt, you know what I'm saying? If you've been seeing these numbers for a long period of time, or an extended period of time where it's actually catching your eye now, you know what I'm saying? Be observant of that, okay? This resonates for you for some reason. I'm not sure, but I hope you understand what I'm saying when I say that, all right? So this fourth oracle is the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. because there's been an issue, there's been a problem, right? Okay. And through this issue and through this problem, you're either praying for the clarity and waiting for the clarity and maintaining your sense of self-love and connection and, strength and, your connection to God, your, divine's guidance overall. You're maintaining a beautiful, healthy relationship as much as you can with your life, with your reality, or you're truly stretching this issue out in your mind, this problem out in your mind, and you're really allowing yourself to see a different perspective beyond what it has currently taken place or what is currently happening right now, okay? You're going to find the answer, okay? God is going to bring you the answer. Divine's guidance is going to bring you the clarity, the understanding, and the reassurance as well through whatever this is, okay? A personal issue reaches resolution, falls into second place. Again, that is led by perspective again, okay? A time to give rather than take. And that is all about what to give your energy to, what not to give your energy to, maintaining a balance, quote unquote, figuratively speaking, between work and play, okay? What falls in the fourth place is the end of a tough cycle approaches. So as you find perspective, as you find balance, and as you find clarity through certain things that are hindering you, blocking you, or in some way, shape, or form being used to really help you to understand the next level of where you have to go, you're going to get that. You're going to receive that clarity, and it's going to end a certain part of your life. And what I mean by ending a certain part of your life, more so changing something or transitioning or evolving from, okay? That's what I mean. I'm not talking about any type of heartbreak, negative, bad story, because in any way, shape, or form, that ending is going to be reflected in your life, be it a move, or changing location, an increase in some way, shape, or form. It could be anything, but something is going to change here, okay, after there's clarity that is brought in through whatever type of issue that you're currently dealing with, all right? So yes, change after perspective is maintained or evolved and the clarity comes in, that change happens, okay? The end of a tough cycle approaches. So whatever this problem or issue that has been for you currently, I feel like I said, you may have been dealing with this for a long period of time, okay? You may have been struggling with this whole thing for a minute, you know what I mean? This I don't know why I'm getting 4 to 6 months. I don't know what that means to whoever for whatever reason, but I'm getting 4 to 6 months. It could have been 4 to 6 years. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing 4-6. Okay, so for those of you that resonate with that, but the end of a tough cycle is going to bring a transition, an evolved state from that, okay, in some way, shape, or form, all right? So be mindful of that. Just continue to do what is best and what best serves, okay, through divine's love and guidance and grace. Somewhere to be. Affirm that with yourself, affirm that with God and the divine, and so it is, okay? Thank you. Communication is key. A time for healing, and it is a time to release negativity. So all of these feel at the same time. I'm going to go with communication is key first. If these come back out, we know something, but sometimes they come out in multiples, which is fine. But when the first one that I see I'm drawn to, I have to go with it. And this is what I saw for the 5th place. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So another new moon energy is reflected in this reading here for you fire signs, okay? This is referencing to Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, okay? Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. So this is, how can I explain it? Through this change, I feel like you're still gonna have to continue to maintain. You're still going to have to continue to communicate clearly with yourself, with God, with the divine overall about what it is you truly want, what it is you're truly worthy of, what it is you know you truly deserve, okay? What is quote unquote owed to you, and not necessarily out of ego or out of, oh, you feel like you're owed something, when you really don't deserve anything. Nothing like that. It's like, I've worked hard enough. I'm going to continue to push through. And that's what I feel like this is. I don't really like the fact that this came after the end of a tough cycle approaches. Communication is key. Simply for the fact of it's kind of like you still have to continue to do work. You know what I mean? And that's, I just got to be honest with you. You're still going to have to continue to do work. You're still going to have to continue to communicate things clearly, possibly even more powerfully than you did before. So that's probably where that clarity is going to come in, where you're going to actually start to communicate on a different level of which you couldn't before. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting, some of you could be communicating answers through dreams and through astral projections and through certain experiences that happen to you supernaturally. You're like given the option to either embrace what is good or sort of like reject what is not in balance with where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do. Okay, that could be that, or it could be just continued work, as I said in the beginning when I got here. The continued work that you have to do on a physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, and energetic level with yourself, with God, and divine's guidance overall. It still feels like this still feels like work. Okay, but the end of a tough cycle approaches. It's sort of like there is change, but there's still work that needs to be done. Okay, there's still consistency and there's still resiliency that still needs to be maintained. Okay, and I don't want to say it's gonna get worse. I don't want to say it's gonna get amazing. I don't know at this point, because I really wanted something nice to come after this end of a tough cycle, because like I said, you've been toiling with this issue or this problem for a minute, and I just kind of wanted to see hopefully I would have seen something more positive. But not to say that this is 100% negative. This is just more so of, you know, you have to continue to be consistent, continue to be resilient, continue to push forward, continue to push through, you know what I mean? Which you fire signs know how to do. You're resilient, you're fire, you go when you want to go, when it's time for you to go, when it's time for you to push through, you do that. So I don't think that's anything opposite of your nature. I just feel like right here, you know, it's just more work that needs to be done, more clear and more empowered and more powerful communication when it comes to what you will and will not tolerate when it comes to yourself and your reality. Okay. All right. Divine, I ask for the next oracle. Thank you. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah. Like I said, it just still feels like work. And I'm kind of irritated with that, because I don't want to hear that for you, and I don't want to hear that for myself. But this is what they're reading like right now, and this is a first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So it's like, I'm getting the phrase half the distance to the goal. Half the distance to the goal. That is a football term that I hear a lot. When it comes to like referees and sportscasters, kind of like telling you about the game as you're watching it. Half the distance to the goal. As you can see, this moon is kind of like half a moon. So that's what I'm getting. You know, your commitment is being tested, but you have all the willpower. You have all the tenacity. You have all the resiliency to push through. You really do. So continue to know that aside from the fact that your commitment is being tested in whichever way, as you're reaching this new level or evolving from this tough cycle and moving into a new place of self and reality, know that you have to continue to maintain, okay? Even though you're being tested a lot. And like I said, this could be on the physical state, this could be on the mental, the emotional, the energetic, while you're sleeping, you know what I mean? Protecting yourself while you're sleeping, maintaining, you know, a good frequencies in your home and around you while you're resting, and you know what I mean, all of that. It's kind of like maintaining the positive energy, maintaining the divine sacred energy, maintaining that divine God, divine energy, you know what I'm saying, maintaining that within yourself and your reality. Because right now, as you are moving forward from something else, it's like you have to continue to work on that, or just, like I said, reflect that in a more powerful way. That could be the case, reflecting it in a more powerful way. Half the distance to the goal. And the goal is your fulfillment, your satisfaction of happiness, and all that you truly, like I said, all that you truly feel like you deserve, all that you feel like you truly are worthy of. Okay, right here. All right, let me check my camera. Okay, we're still good. All right. Divana asked for the last oracle to come through. Thank you. What do you need to release? And what came out before that, I think I showed y'all, was It was either a full moon in Scorpio or a new moon in Scorpio, and it said it's time to release the negativity. So it's like, what do you need to release? Waning moon. So there's something there's something that you have been toiling with and dealing with for a very long time. Clarity is going to come in. Solutions are going. Okay, y'all, my camera stopped recording. But clarity is going to come in. Solutions are going to come in. And it's going to bring perspective. And that perspective is going to reflect internally as well as externally. And it's going to end, change, transform, transition something over, or evolve something into another state where you're going to have to continue to work for it and push for it, or just more so display your truth and your clarity, or whatever it is that you're truly trying to find balance with more powerfully right here. Okay, and the last one that comes out is, what do you need to release? So again, a question is presented. As you are in a place of finding perspective with a certain issue or problem, there's still something that needs to be answered. It's almost like now that you've gotten to this point, what do you need to let go of? Right here, I felt half the distance to the goal. Okay. And right here we have, this is a waning moon. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And this is the first quarter moon. Similar energy, not quite, because this is more so of a crescent to me. That's a half. But it's sort of like another serious question that's asked of you. And it's like I said, now that you've gotten this far, what do you need to let go of? What is it that you're still trying to hold on to at this point in your life that you know isn't serving you, that you know that you may need to move or work with differently or deal with differently? I feel like a lot of you know the answer to that question. What do you need to release? You feel like you don't know the answer, but you know the answer. Or you're going to learn the answer and realize the answer. One or the other. Let me pull one last one, because that's left in question. No, I'm not. I'm not going to pull from this deck. I'm going to pull one oracle from the Star Beginnings Oracle deck to sort of sum up this reading, because I feel like pulling a card from this deck will sort of like sum up what needs to be the focus when it comes to this reading for you, fire signs. Okay, what do you need to release? It's like work, reflection, perspective, and then transition, transmutation, evolution, evolving from something, ending and beginning something else, continued work, continued resiliency, and push through. And then it's like, what do you need to release? It's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like y'all have been working really hard with something, or working really hard about something, and now you're like, okay, now that I've gotten to where I am now at this point, what do you need to drop now? What is the weight that needs to be released? And releasing something is literally letting it go. So some of you know what you need to let go, or you're learning what you need to let go of. Okay? So I don't know, y'all. I wish I could say more and go on and on and on, but I really want to finish up some other readings. But you know, I don't know what that is for y'all. I feel like y'all know what that is personally, though. I do. I really do. I feel like, or like I said, if y'all don't know that personally, I feel like y'all definitely understand that. You're going to understand that. You are. Hold on, y'all. Let me shuffle these 3 times. Okay. Whoa. Alright, so I ask that you bring forth one single oracle for the Fire Energy Collective to sum up this reading. Whatever it is that they may need to know, understand, and connect with your divine loving goddess and grace. Thank you. I'm thankful. I don't know, y'all. This flipped. This flipped. Be, feel, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable, okay? This is the one oracle that I'm going to pull to sum up this reading, okay? So maybe you feel like you're not worthy of something, or maybe you feel like maybe you've struggled, like I said, with what you know you're worthy of and what you know you deserve. So let me read this for you, and then I'm going to close this reading out, okay? So hopefully this resonates with some of y'all, okay? All right, let me find the page. It's not going to be long, y'all. Hopefully y'all will stand to the end. But I'm going to finish this. Hopefully this resonates with some of you fire signs out there that are watching this right now. Okay, so be filled, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. Abundance is measured in many ways. Our abundance to love is our greatest capacity for wealth. Money can only satisfy so far, but love penetrates deeply, all the way to your soul. It is understandable that you want financial abundance. All want to live a smooth life where needs are met. That is a worthy goal, but not at the expense of love. Balance in all forms of abundance is needed here. Abundance in love, wealth, health. For these three cover all that is needed for a satisfying life. To love who you are, where you have been, and where you are going. It is true wealth and contentment. You are blessed. All that you desire is achievable, but be careful how you measure abundance. Looking to other people as a measure only dissatisfies you. They are on a different path, and to the outsider it would seem they are better or worse off. But they have their lessons, their journey, their path. Your focus needs to be on your own path, your own journey. Be abundant with love, feel abundant with health, and receive abundance and wealth. Be, feel, receive. Be abundant, feel abundant, and receive abundance. So maybe you need to release the perspective on what you think or how you think the greatest things are when it comes to what you feel like you're worthy of and what it feels like you desire. I hope that makes sense. It's like you can have it all and have nothing at the same time. And not to say that that's your goal, Leo, Sag, Aries. Not to say that that's your goal, but more so to say always maintain a balance between what truly matters and what doesn't. Like I said, communication, I refer to that as well, with communication is key. So that could be just you understanding how to maintain a healthy balance between what it is you want and what it is you truly deserve and need, okay? Because we can want a lot of shit, a lot of ways, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's really going to provide fulfilling benefits and long-term benefits to our lives and to those that are affected by it. More so, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like what makes most sense long-term, fulfilling, okay? Longevity type of thing. So I hope that this reading made sense to you. I'm not sure what I'm going to title it, y'all, but I hope that whatever came through, I hope that it resonated for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I will see you guys next time. Bye.